I'm Angel. I used to be bound by everything, and I had a lot of anxiety because of that. All of my anxiety and everything would manifest physically, and after healing I was just given a lot of freedom, and I was able to just be myself and things. I didn't have to worry about what I looked like, how I acted, or anything like that. I could just be completely free from any kind of worries. I was bound especially by performance. Because of my need to be someone and to be good enough, just internally, I felt like I had to hide what I was trying to not be from other people by putting forth even more effort outwardly in front of others. I think that what kind of brought me to that point of wanting to hide was just throughout my entire childhood, I kind of partnered with the idea that no one really cared about what was going on with me, that no one cared what I had to say, and that I shouldn't expect that. I shouldn't expect people to want to see me or to want to hear me, and that it was just easier to let people just see me however they want to see me and just let myself be what they wanted instead of actually being myself. When I was shown who I was in the kingdom and in Christ, I realized that it wasn't about becoming someone, it was about just being who I already was. And that just brought me a lot of freedom and the ability to be open, because I didn't have to hide behind something. I could just be exactly who I was, and that was really it. So it was a lot easier than I thought it was supposed to be. Pretty much the peak of the bullying, I was sitting in the lunchroom after school, and all the people who were bullying me at the time were sitting at a table across the lunchroom from me, kind of looking at me and sending me texts and all kinds of things like that. And it was at that point when I just really didn't want to even exist anymore. And I felt really, really alone because I didn't even like myself. And during the freedom session, I was brought back to that memory. And I saw Jesus sitting across from me at the table. He just gave me a word that he saw me as beautiful, and he laughed. And it turned that memory into something joyful, because it was at the darkest moment that it became really, really light, and I was able to just move on from that. And now when I recall that memory, it doesn't even feel like I'm alone or anything like that. Living with my dad and my stepmother, Jamie, things have been really different in the matter of communication, especially because before I would just accept things how they were, and I wouldn't really communicate what I was feeling or thinking. Now that my dad and Jamie and myself have all gone through freedom sessions, we've been able to communicate better, and instead of making assumptions based on someone's actions, we can look for the intentions. We'll talk about a situation if we feel like something is wrong. Just being able to be seen and heard in my home has brought me a lot of freedom, and it makes me feel safe. Like, I don't feel like I have to perform in front of them too. I can just be exactly how I am. So I'd say overall our home went from being a place of offense to just a place of peace and rest, and it's your safe place. It's a place that you can go to just press in closer to God and be a united family.